Hello, and thank you for watching this online presentation brought to you by University Academic Success Program's Writing Centers at Arizona State University. This presentation will review brainstorming and outlining strategies that you can use when working on your writing projects. What is your writing process? How do you plan out what you are going to write before you put pen to paper or fingers to keyboard? Taking the time to plan out what you are going to write can help save you time and write a stronger paper. But what happens if you are not inspired by the prompt or have no idea where to go with it? What if you are struggling with getting started and knowing where to begin? That is where brainstorming can come in. Planning what you are going to write about is a very important, yet often overlooked first step to writing. The formal definition of brainstorming is the mulling over of ideas by one or more individuals in an attempt to devise or find a solution to a problem. In this instance, the problem is answering the prompt for your paper. The process of brainstorming is spending time thinking of ideas such as a thesis or a stance on an argument in response to your prompt. In writing, we think about brainstorming as a more informal way to generate ideas or topics that you want to write about. Brainstorming can happen at any time in the writing process and can happen multiple times. You can brainstorm your topic for the entire paper, or break things down and brainstorm sections of your paper, such as your conclusion. Do you brainstorm? If so, take a moment to think about what you do to brainstorm. If not, what are the reasons you haven't brainstormed in the past? There are a lot of different ways to brainstorm ideas on what you want to talk about. You can use a word cloud, create an outline, or do a Google search. If you do not like brainstorming on your own, you can verbally brainstorm by discussing the prompt with your friends, instructors, or a writing tutor at one of ASU's writing centers. You can also use some more structured processes for brainstorming. You can try the looping strategy, which is an informal way to write to help you find your focus. To start with looping, you write for 2 to 3 minutes non-stop about your subject. This writing isn't graded or edited, so write without thinking about spelling, punctuation, sentence structure, or anything else. Just write your thoughts about the topic. Then you will read what you have written and identify one sentence or idea that you consider to be the center of gravity, which is an idea that merits more discussion or about which you have more to say. Next, write for another 2 to 3 minutes about your center of gravity. Then, identify a new center of gravity within what you have newly written. Finally, repeat these steps at least 2 more times. Your ideas and questions should begin to come into clearer focus each time you loop. Another strategy is called cubing, where you are responding to 6 sides of questions as fully as you can. With this strategy, repetition and editing do not matter, and you should try to write about 2 minutes per slide. When using the cubing strategy, the first question to write about is to describe your topic. Talk about color, shape, dimensions, age, sequence, contents, maker, nationality, etc. Next, compare and contrast on your topic. How is X like Y? How much are they alike? How are they different? Then you should associate. Think about events, persons, concepts, ideas, times, or places you associate with your subject. The fourth side is to analyze. What are the parts of X? How do these parts relate to each other? What is the origin of X? What is the outcome of X? Then think about how to apply. How can X be used? What can be learned from X topic? Finally, ask yourself how to argue with your topic. Take a position for and against your topic, and explain your reasons. As previously mentioned, you can also organize more visually with word clouds or boxes. This graphic organizer can help you write out different ideas to give you a more visual representation of what you are thinking about. Start by writing out your ideas based off of the assignment prompt. Then you start crafting your thesis statement, followed by highlighting your main themes or ideas and the corresponding examples or evidence. You can fill out this organizer as many times as needed, or cut out the different main ideas and move them around to see what order you like best. After you brainstorm and have some ideas on what you want to write about, spending time outlining is a great next step to help you organize your thoughts. Again, the formal definition of outlining is a drawing or picture that shows only the shape of an object. Now, you should not just draw a picture of a piece of paper and call that an outline. But what you are doing is highlighting your main points and organizing your ideas in a way that makes sense, giving yourself a picture of what you want to do next with your information on your topic. Before starting to draft, outlining can help give you a skeletal structure to your document or paper and give you time to organize your thoughts in the most compelling way. By organizing your thoughts and your evidence in an intentionally particular order, you will also be able to have an impact on your reader's understanding of your topic or argument. There are a lot of different strategies to outline your ideas. Some of them are more linear, such as writing it out with Roman numerals. Some strategies are more visual, such as putting your ideas on note cards, mapping out in a diagram, or cutting and pasting sentences in a Word document. You should consider revisiting your outline more than one time as your information and paper develops, so that you can keep track of how your thinking on the topic is changing and expanding. An outline is like the lines in a coloring book. Once you have a well-organized outline, coloring in becomes a piece of cake. We will first review 9 steps to making an outline, and then go over some different strategies for putting this into practice. Step 1, read the prompt and make sure you understand it. Look up words you don't know. Step 2, underline keywords, requirements, and important information in the prompt. Step 3, read relevant literature and brainstorm to come up with a solid main idea for your essay. Step 4, make sure your main idea matches up with the requirements in the prompt. Step 5, list the major points of support for your main idea and background information where appropriate. Step 6, for each point of support, list details and evidence to use when writing about that point. Step 7, make sure that all of your points of support are appropriate and match up with your main idea and with the requirements of the prompt. Step 8, use your main idea and major points of support to formulate a thesis statement, which is a clear, concise statement of your main argument or discussion. Your thesis will also serve as a roadmap for the rest of your essay, giving the reader a general idea of the path your argument or discussion will follow. And finally, step 9, write your paper, paying close attention to and following your outline. If you prefer a traditional outline template, this example can assist you with the elements to consider for that outline. You will want to highlight your paper title and the thesis statement. You should have an introductory paragraph followed by several supporting paragraphs. Each supporting paragraph should have a topic sentence, pieces of evidence that support your thesis statement or argument, and a transition to the next paragraph. Finally, you will want to have a conclusion paragraph that restates your thesis statement and ties your entire paper together. When working on the outline, you do not have to start at the top and work your way down. Feel free to work on your supporting paragraphs first, especially if you find yourself feeling blocked by trying to come up with a title or introduction first. While this example shows 4 supporting paragraphs, also know you can add as many supporting paragraphs as needed. This outline could also be adapted and used if you are writing a larger document that has many subsections or chapters. If creating a linear outline is not your preferred approach, consider a more visual approach by making a mind map. To do this, start with your main idea, argument, or thesis statement in the middle. Then you can write out the different key concepts, branching off that middle section, along with the different pieces of evidence that corresponds to each key concept. You can write out full sentences, words, ideas, or even draw images as you work on this visual outline. Thank you for watching this presentation reviewing strategies for brainstorming and outlining. We hope to see you at one of our writing centers soon. To schedule appointments, you can visit one of our writing centers front desks and a staff member will assist you. Or you can go to our website at tutoring.asu.edu.